Hey guys, welcome to Drawing the Fantasy channel. Today we're going to look at drawing a dragon sketch, all the preliminary line work and some of the muscle structure before we do some flat work. First we're going to start off by looking at the finished sketch, and then we're going to work backwards from there. Okay, here we go. So we start off with a new layer with just a light colour. We're going to draw directly on top of the sketch, just light and loose. Get the framework in. Be very gestural, we're not going to define anything here. It's always good to have a bit of reference too before you start anything like this, whether it's your previous work or anything off the internet. The reason I'm going backwards is so you can sort of see how I think internally, because I actually go straight to sketch, but it's probably important for you to see what goes through my mind before I get it on paper. Just getting in the simple bone structure, nothing fancy. After I recorded this video I wasn't happy with the wings, so before we get into the colours I'm going to be redoing the wings. Just bring the opacity down so you can see the structure a little easier. Currently using Corel Painter for this. I find the pencil tool really nice and has a nice sort of flow to it. I end up switching to Photoshop to do the colouring though. Can't stress enough how gestural you have to be. You can't just sit there and do definition straight off the bat. I think we've got the main part in now, so we'll do the back and the tail. I find dragons are very similar to, they have quite a few different bone structures from different animals, and one would be similar to a lion, I find, with a bigger chest and obviously a longer neck, but their hind legs and their arms, they have similarities. So if you needed to grab reference, a lion's a good way to start. It's always important to pull, from real life and turn it into your fantasy work. It's a good way to bring realism into your work. I think we're almost finished here with the framework. Yeah, knock the opacity back, we're starting a new layer. Call this one muscles. This actually plays as two roles. The muscles we're going to do in the purple pink serves as not just the muscles, but also we can use it later to define the round points on the body and where we can pull the highlights and shadows in. Again, pretty gestural, pretty quick and loose. Find the shoulder and the start of the wing. They're kind of one big piece. Getting the chest in here. Try and keep up with me. I tend to move back and forth between different areas. Back of the ribs. And that can be quite tricky. This dragon isn't going to have scales, so it's going to be more muscular. Kind of like a Pern dragon from the Dragon Rider series. They have like a thick leather skin. Getting some of that back framework, so when we do the shading we sort of know how it's going to form. This is actually a commission piece for a client on DeviantArt. I've done 2 other dragons for her. This is the last one. You can see how we piece this together, how simple the forms are when you break it down. So don't ever get bogged down with detail at the start. Can't stress enough. I think after I do this I'm going to widen the canvas a fair bit. I'm going to shrink the dragon and enlarge the background. This is going to be a semi-night scene, so I wanted to bring more cloud and moon inside. Like I said, these wings are going to change, so just disregard them for now, but you can sort of see they do have a muscle to them. I'll start to work in these arc circles soon to bring in the muscle form or a form to each piece. Especially with the neck. Okay, here we go. Get into all the nitty gritties of the muscle work there. You can see I'm doing the circles, complete circles, going lighter on the back just to indicate the roundness, and the chest connecting to the front breastbone, and which is important because we don't have scales on this, so I need to emphasize the muscle underneath where it would have been. Getting the legs in. Tail has similarity to the neck. tail actually has two sort of definitions, where this dragon actually has hair on it, but you can't see it at the moment. But it has like a top muscle layer and then one underneath. I'm going to define that a bit later. Have a little bit of foreshortening on the hand, so sort of why it looks a little. Got the back leg behind a rocky there. Get the underbelly in. You can see why I was saying it's sort of like a lion, because a lion has a very small underbelly and quite a large chest. Just indicating the right side now. Just get the head now. Just going to emphasise a few bits on the face so you can really understand it. Make the eyes inset a little bit. Have a nice roundness to the cheek too, and the jaw. This is in real time too, this sketch. Try and keep this to about 10 to 13 minutes. We're almost at the end now. We're just finishing off the face. After we get this done, we'll be heading off into the flat tones and getting some colour palette. It's important to find a nice mid-tone for the whole lot, so we have a starting point for the shadows and the highlights. Just getting the fingers. This actually has a thumb on the inside, but we can't see that here. Alright, that's about it for part 1. Thanks for watching. Hopefully I've helped you out a little bit. Let me know in the comments if you liked the video and if you needed any other help for the structure. We might do a few other tutorials about the head and some of the main features of a dragon later down the track. Thanks for watching. Okay, thanks. See ya.